question, what is AI? This is AI. This is AI because AI is machine's ability to perform the cognitive functions we usually associate with humans. And Terminator is a great example of that. Have you seen the movies? You probably did. So performs all the functions we have and much more. This is a form of AI, though, doesn't exist today, not yet. There are other forms we have, and they are useful in business setting. I'll get to that in a second. Actually, now I would introduce myself. I would tell you that I spent 21 years in tech, 6 years in pharma, 27 years along the data analytics value chain, and master's MBA. So I'm going to skip that and go to the question now that what is AI? So I already introduced you to Terminator. Again, this is artificial general intelligence. This is the form of AI we do not have today, although all the tech companies striving to get there. And depending on who you ask, we'll get there in 10 years, 30 years, 100 years. Although just a few days ago, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, said 2025. So, but he said that many times, many years ago, that next year we'll get it. So we'll see. Again, AGI, that's the form where AI, the machine, is able to perform all the cognitive functions we have. We don't have it today, but what we do have it today, we had it for a long time, is machine learning. This is today's machine's ability to perform some of the cognitive functions we have today. And this is analyzing past data, identifying patterns in data. That's all what machine learning does. An example of that is Amazon's recommendations. Have been around for 25 years. Many other machine learning solutions that are useful for not only consumers, for businesses as well, have been around for 10, 20 years. What recently, in the last 10 years, became available is deep learning, which is a more advanced form of machine learning, leveraging, building on how the human brain works. And this is possible with the growing computing power. This is possible with more data availability. And deep learning's example is autonomous driving. And because autonomous driving requires several of the cognitive functions to be processed at once, and deep learning is good at that. The new kid on the block, Gen AI. This is similar as deep learning. So this is building on the models, complex models, to develop and generate content, text, videos, audio, images. And probably you have heard about ChatGPT. Although this triggered lots of the hype, the FOMO, fear of missing out, when it was introduced 2 years ago, although the first Gen AI solutions have been available for about 5 years. So all of that, all of the existing AI we have today adds business value. McKinsey has estimated that Gen AI alone can deliver between 3 and 4 trillion US dollars to the global economy annually. Machine learning and deep learning, so these older traditional AI, according to McKinsey's same analysis, supposed to deliver between 11 and 18 trillion US dollars. So quick math, 4 times as much. While many companies putting lots of resources in Gen AI, following the FOMO, the fear of missing out, many companies should be probably better off investing in these traditional AI forms because they are proven. They've been working for 10, 20 years while Gen AI is still looking for for the positive ROI. So that's a little bit about what AI is. And you're probably asking yourself, what's in it for me? What's in it for me as the CIO, as the decision maker, engineering manager for your company? So what? Well, great question. And I'm going to share with you a few use cases. But first, keep in mind that AI, the traditional forms of AI, have been around for a long time, have been used in many functions in the business: R&D, production, marketing, sales, and across many industries. But today I'll focus on R&D. I've been told this may be a topic most of you are interested in. So what can AI do for R&D? Let's start with speeding up prototyping. With AI, you can create digital twins of real world. You can create a mathematical model of a process, of a product. And you can, while developing new ideas, you can run prototyping much faster, because instead of creating physical product with every iteration, you can model that using machine. That's what AI can do for R&D. What AI can also do is improving efficiency in R&D. So looking at your projects, initially they may start as simple analytics, but the more data you have, more projects to analyze, more data points per project, you will realize with more advanced analytics, you can evaluate efficiency and effectiveness and improve that. For example, if you work in a Scrum setting, what's the optimal length of a sprint? Do you know that? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? If you analyze lots of data, you may come up to a conclusion, what is the best optimal length for you in your situation? And this is just one of examples what advanced analytics can do. So these are two examples of machine learning, deep learning. What Gen AI now can do is help you with identifying new designs. This is leveraging your existing data, training a model based on your designs that you've developed in the past, but leveraging also the foundation models of the large language models. And combining them, you can support your engineers with new design ideas. And last example is something that engineers hate to do: documentation. Large language models are perfectly designed for exactly this task. They can analyze text, synthesize text, create new text, or generate summaries of text, and they can help your engineers to speed up the process of documentation and address the things they usually push to the last minute. So these are just 4 use cases what AI can do for an R&D. And you probably sense that there are different complexities with each of these use cases. The more complex they get, the more challenging and more difficult it is to implement AI. AI is not easy. And sometimes it requires several iterations before you get it right. And I don't necessarily scare you, but 70% of AI projects fail. And this is an average from different research from Gartner, Deloitte, MIT. On average, 70% of AI projects fail. They do not fail because of technology anymore. They do not fail because of lack of data. They fail because of people. So while we do not have time to go into the details here, I would like to share with you 3 suggestions based on my experience, how to be part of the other 30% and be successful with AI? First, always start with business needs. Identify the business problem you have, identify potential questions, hypotheses, and then as a second step, evaluate what data and analytics approach is needed to address that. And only then comes technology. And you may realize you have the technology in place and don't have to buy or implement or develop something new. Many times these AI projects fail. They start with technology, and that's end up being a solution looking for a problem. So always start with business needs. Second, keep your company culture in mind. So as you know, anything you do in your organization is driven by your company culture. The same applies to implementing AI. Is your company allowing for trying new ideas? Is your company allowing for experimentation? Is your company allowing for making mistakes and learning from them? If not, you will have a hard time implementing AI. So keep that in mind and evaluate what needs to be done in order to be successful with AI based on your company culture. And final recommendation, improve data and AI mindset of your employees. Any AI solution, tools, systems you implement in your organization will be used by your employees. If you implement digital twins, your engineers will need to use that in order to provide value. Now, are your employees having the right data and AI mindset? Do they know the value of using AI? Do they embrace that? And that's true for any organization, even technical engineering organizations. That has been my experience. You need to make sure they have the right mindset. And you can improve that by implementing a data literacy program, AI literacy program. Just keep in mind, this is not like this, where you, after one training session, the mindset will be improved. This is a question of years to improve the mindset. And now this is a sales pitch, because I've written short guide on improving the data and AI literacy among employees, and it's available over there if you want to take a look. It's 40 pages, quick read. Take a look afterwards. Now, the 3 recommendations I'm sharing are simply because AI is here to stay. We all know that the more companies now using that, the more competition there is. Many companies now got into AI only recently because all the hype and FOMO with Gen AI, but they're realizing, well, this old machine learning and the deep learning actually adding more value than Gen AI. So when you're now looking at AI solutions, evaluating how this can be implemented at your company, you need to keep in mind that people are the biggest driver of success with AI. So if you want to be successful with AI, make sure your employees understand what AI really is, and make sure you answer for them the question, what's in it for me? I wish you all the best in implementing AI in your organization. Thank you.